The Bible, especially in the books of Matthew, chapter 24, and Revelation, presents a series of prophecies about the events that would precede the end of times. Among them, 4 signs stand out, which many people consider evident in our days: wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes, famine, and the drying up of the Euphrates River. These phenomena not only reflect global crises, but also align with ancient predictions that point to a challenging and transformative future. We will explore each of these prophecies in greater depth, analyzing how and why they are being fulfilled in modern times. We regularly share fascinating facts about the Bible to help more people discover the Word of God. I'd like to kindly invite you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You're helping us spread God's message to even more people. Thank you. War and rumors of wars. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Matthew 24, 6-7. Wars have always been part of human history, but the 21st century is marked by an intensification of armed conflicts and international tensions. The prophecy highlights both the occurrence of wars and the rumors of wars, that is, the perception of a constant state of alert and global insecurity. Clear examples include the war in Ukraine, which began in 2022, causing large-scale devastation, displacing millions of people, and involving global powers in an indirect confrontation. In the Middle East, conflicts such as those between Israel and Palestine, as well as civil wars in Yemen and Syria, continue to cause destruction. But there is also the threat of a third world war. The escalation of tensions between superpowers, such as the US, China, and Russia, and the development of nuclear weapons, create an environment of constant concern. The term rumors of wars accurately describes the political instability where even a small event can trigger a larger conflict. These wars not only cause death and destruction, but also generate humanitarian, economic, and political crises. The fear of imminent and unpredictable conflicts keeps nations in a constant state of alert, as if they were on the brink of a global collapse, which many interpret as the literal fulfillment of the prophecy. Earthquakes in various places. And there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. Matthew 24, 7. The earth has experienced a significant increase in the frequency and intensity of earthquakes, leading many to associate these events with the signs described by Jesus. Advances in seismic monitoring technology have made it possible to identify smaller tremors, but they have also revealed that catastrophic earthquakes are more common than previously thought. Recently, major earthquakes have been recorded, such as Haiti in 2010, one of the most devastating earthquakes of recent decades, with a magnitude of 7.0, left over 200,000 dead and millions homeless. Nepal in 2015, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake destroyed entire villages, killed nearly 9,000 people, and damaged significant cultural heritage sites. Turkey and Syria in 2023. This earthquake, with a magnitude of 7.8, killed tens of thousands and exposed the vulnerability of regions with precarious infrastructure. Earthquakes are caused by the movement of tectonic plates, but climate change, melting glaciers, and natural resource exploitation can also influence seismic activity. For many religious people, the increase in these events is more than natural. It is a prophetic sign of what is to come. Moreover, earthquakes are associated with other disasters such as tsunamis, landslides, and urban destruction, amplifying their impact in the sense that they are a harbinger of something greater. Famine. And there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. Matthew 24, 7. Famine has been a constant reality for millions of people, but the current scenario is exacerbated by global factors such as climate change, economic crises, and armed conflicts. According to the UN, around 828 million people faced hunger in 2022, and the trend is worrying. The causes of modern famine include climate change, desertification, prolonged droughts and floods have hindered agricultural production in various parts of the world. For example, the Horn of Africa is experiencing its worst drought in 40 years, leaving millions in a state of extreme hunger. Armed conflicts. These disrupt the production and supply of food. The war in Ukraine, one of the world's largest grain exporters, has caused global shortages and increased prices. Pandemics and economic crises. These events leave the most vulnerable without access to basic food, worsening social disparities. Famine is seen as one of the clearest signs of prophetic times, as its intensity and global reach are unprecedented. Associated with pestilences and plagues, famine also fits into the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, Revelation 6, being a symbol of collective suffering. The drying of the Euphrates River. Then the 6th angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up, so that the way of the kings from the east might be prepared. Revelation 16:12. The Euphrates River, which flows through Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, is one of the most important in human history, essential for agriculture and survival in the Middle East. Its drying, observed in recent years, is a phenomenon that many associate directly with apocalyptic prophecy. The causes of the drying are related to climate change. The reduction in rainfall and rising temperatures have drastically lowered the river's water levels. Construction of dams. Countries like Turkey have built large dams controlling the water flow to neighboring nations and reducing the volume reaching Syria and Iraq. Intensive agricultural irrigation. This has overburdened the river, worsening its condition. The drying of the Euphrates has devastating effects, threatening food security, potable water availability, and agriculture in one of the world's most vulnerable regions. The prophecy mentions that the river would dry up to prepare the way of the kings from the east, which many interpret as a forewarning of a major global conflict. The drying of the Euphrates is seen as a prophetic milestone, an event that symbolizes the approach of both a spiritual and physical climax. For biblical scholars, it is a sign that the final times are approaching. Although the prophetic signs seem dark and frightening, it is important to remember that the scriptures also bring messages of hope and renewal. These events, no matter how challenging, should not be seen solely as reasons for despair, but as a call for reflection, the strengthening of faith, and the blossoming of love in our hearts. In the midst of wars, inner peace can be cultivated. Even in the face of earthquakes, it is possible to build a solid foundation in faith. Famine reminds us of our responsibility to those in need, and the drying of the Euphrates is an invitation to value the resources we still have and take better care of the planet. These challenges can unite humanity, encouraging compassion, solidarity, and action for the common good. The Bible teaches us that love is the force that bears all things, believes all things, and never fails. 1 Corinthians 13:7-8. Now more than ever, love must be the light guiding our steps in times of darkness. Even when circumstances seem to shake us, it is in love and faith that we find the strength to move forward. Therefore, instead of succumbing to fear, may each of us be an agent of hope, a bearer of peace, and a reflection of divine love. These difficult times can be an opportunity to show the world that, even amidst chaos, love prevails, and faith leads us to a better future. After all, God's promises include not only judgments but also redemption and a new beginning. May these promises inspire everyone to remain steadfast and confident in the greater purpose that is yet to come.